do it. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. Welcome back to the Games and Culture channel. Because there is no God, Nintendo has put out a Direct the week before another Nintendo Direct.
That's what the wild thing is.
Nintendo Direct. But they put it out during hours that Nick and I are at work. So we are watching this after the fact to bring you coverage of it. We have both pretty much spoiler free throughout the whole day, so this will be fun. Other times that we've done this, we have caught wind of spoilers and stuff, but completely spoiler free. So yes,
36. Okay, so a couple things. One, 36 minutes of this direct is because I can see the ticker.
Yes.
But here's some of the things. One, this is so weird having a direct a week before another one that we know of.
You're announcing your new console.
Yeah, I mean, so this is the last Switch 1, so we know we're not going to Switch 2 stuff, but it's just like, I thought if they were going to do a final Switch Direct,
it was just
we would
preamble to the Switch 2.
Well, yeah, but I thought we would have done this like a month ago.
Oh, I mean, that's fair too.
So, but the fact is, like,
assumed it was going to be during the April 2nd Direct and just be the first part. Like, these are the games that are still coming out, because in essence, this will kind of reveal the release window for the Switch 2. Because
it's possible.
Because whatever their last first-party offering for the Switch 1 is, in this Direct, possibly, that kind of gives us a window of when Switch 2 is coming out. So, like, for instance, if they announce a Nintendo first-party game and it's coming out in July, then that is prime time for the Switch 2 to come out in the fall. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I do think this means that Switch 2 comes out in the fall. It just depends on how late that game is coming out, wherever that is announced, because it could be also just be where there's probably a few games in here that I'm going to imagine are being announced as Switch 1 games, but they'll get a cross-gen Switch 2 version.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Yes, but still, I still think I think everybody was caught off by this Direct, not only because of the timing of it, but just because like we were all ready for next week. Like we're all good here.
There we are. I have
Blade Chronicles X and going. This is it, baby Bluebird. This is our last ride.
Nintendo said, "Wait, there's more."
It'll be interesting to see what is quote unquote the last Switch game. I can't imagine they have too much more in the tank for Switch.
That's what I assumed. I have no expectations for this. I have some hopes. I want to see Ace Attorney 7 because that could still be here. I would like to see more Metroid Prime 4, but I really just don't have any expectation. I have no idea what to expect here.
I don't think we're going to see Metroid Prime 4. I think that's a shoo-in for next week.
Possible.
Ace Attorney 7, it could be possible, especially if it's releasing like over the summertime. Capcom is one of those companies that does love their summer release dates. So it's possible, but if I'm Nintendo, I'm keeping as many cards close to my vest as humanly possible and saving them for next week.
And I would agree with you if we weren't here right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, enough of us yapping. Let's just go ahead and get into it and see what Nintendo really does truly have to offer. I will say, though, this is the most Nintendo move. Like, they could have just waited until next week. They could have just waited.
They could have.
Like, no.
You're going to get 2 Directs in a week. That's what you're getting.
We would really like to beat the Nintendo DS to be second place for best-selling console, second best-selling console. So we have, like, 3 more games to give you before Switch 2. Here we go.
Fair enough. You ready?
Yep, let's get it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Get an audio on your end?
Yeah, yep, we're good.
All right.
Dragon Quest.
One thing you told me about.
Square Enix sent me an email just with information about Dragon Quest 2 and 3. And so I was like, okay, so they showed that at the Nintendo Direct. So hey, it's the first thing. We're still spoiler free, baby. I will say though, I love the HD 2D. The Dragon Quest 1, Dragon Quest 3 in HD was, I didn't finish it, but I'd like to. But it's beautiful. And the Dragon Quest.
What system did you get it on? Steam Deck?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was on Steam or not. I mean, I assumed it was, but
yeah. No, Square Enix is all in on Steam nowadays. They're trying to get shit over. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like
probably.
I can't believe this doesn't have a release date, though. I can't believe we're still far off from it.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
I wonder if you're questioning whether or not
Today,
you should
we'll be
here, too.
providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd,
Nice.
so please tune in for that as well.
Sorry, I looked at it and was like, hey,
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information.
I mean, I wonder if the Switch 2 Direct's just gonna be about the hardware. It's possible at this point.
Let's see
I
the
hope
first
not.
batch of headlines.
I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save
Escape
that, yes,
from dire straits.
until the end of this. We'll talk about that after the end of this. No hope.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Oh.
Oh, well, fuck.
There is no escape.
Oh, hey. Okay. A new
The
AI
latest
Somnium.
entry
Okay.
in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are
These are good.
Kaname
You
Date,
should
a
check out
special agent with a sophisticated
I probably will eventually. I have it on my wish list on
embedded
Steam.
in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
So it's an investigation. So it's investigations.
Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth.
And you would like
Uncover
her.
what's hidden in reality
she's a
and
lot like-
dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
Cool.
Unleash the supernatural.
Detective. And Devil Summoner. Oh! Shin Megami Tensei! They're doing a freaking fucking remake of
Is this-
Devil Summoner. Fuck
A
yeah!
classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD
it's
graphics
not
and
that.
enhanced
Okay.
gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon.
Real time. Oh.
Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo
Interesting.
Switch June 19th.
That's a buy.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Consume darkness.
Oh, hit my book.
With your memories gone,
Oh, this is the Pac-Man
you've
one.
been summoned to a
Oh,
strange, unfamiliar world where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck. But
Hey,
who
Puck,
is
hey,
this
Pac-Man.
spherical stranger?
Pac-Man.
More than a
Pac-Man.
mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world.
The labyrinth is Pac-Man's
Examining your
purpose. It
surroundings,
is.
You can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before.
Oh my
But
god,
tread
they have the
lightly.
Waka
The
Waka
creatures
too.
inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into
What?
the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks.
What?
By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal. And
His
devour
true
enemies
destiny.
to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
I'm gonna get it, but what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it, but what the fuck?
The rhythmic
It's
march
like
begins.
Yoko Taro said, I want to do a Pac-Man game now.
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drummed
Aren't
up
these-
on Nintendo
Yes.
Switch as one bundle.
Oh no.
Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon
I think
army.
you're confusing me with something
For
else. I
example,
thought
Pata,
Patapon was
Pata,
it Patapon on
dances
PSP?
them forward,
Yeah, pretty sure.
while Pon Pon Patapon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the horse-riding Kibapon to the shield-savvy Tatepon, build up your battalion to take
I guess
on
I always
hordes
thought
of
it was a
fierce
Sony
foes.
exclusive. I didn't realize it was Bandai.
I thought Sony owned it.
Plus, new features have been
Bandai.
added, so
Oh,
you
wait,
can
hold on.
advance to the
Actually,
beat of your own drum.
Patapon is a 2007 rhythm video game developed by Pyramid and Japan Studios.
Lead the
published by
Patapons and
Sony
march forth.
Entertainment. So yeah,
When
you're right. Maybe they
Patapon
do.
1+2 Replay launches
Oh,
on
yeah, there's
Nintendo
Sony.
By
Switch
Bandai Namco,
July
though.
11th.
Yeah,
What is it,
2025
I guess-
Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Welcome to
Sony gave it
Zappertown,
to them.
a cozy place
I
nestled.
maybe kind of a way ain't doing shit with it. Just give us some money. I don't give a fuck.
This is where your new life begins.
Obligatory farming sim game.
First cropping up on the
Whoa.
Nintendo DS system,
To
this
everybody out there
immersive
that
farming and
enjoys
life
these
sim
games,
has no
more
shortage of
power to
activities to get up to.
There's just so many
You must be
of
the
them
new
now.
farmer.
Animal Crossing
Tend to your
popping
farm
off during
while
COVID
growing
and
crops
its
caring
consequences.
for animals.
Well, I think it goes back further than that. I think Stardew Valley. popping
Then
off.
sell your
I think
produce
that was
and
the
other
catalyst.
wares at the town's weekly
That-
bazaar.
True.
But
As
the
bazaar
pandemic
sales
definitely
grow,
helped.
you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone. Plus, taking advantage of Zappertown's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Now we got fucking gliders in the farming sim games.
The winds of change are coming.
Breath of the
Your
Wild.
Like
new
the
life
copy-
on the farm begins
Like
when
the copycatting is
Story
hitting in the
Seasons
stratospheres.
Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
No.
Next, please take a look at this.
That's Metroid.
Wow. Okay, I was wrong.
I am dialed the fuck in.
Is it getting a solo release?
This is the unknown planet Vuros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly
This game's too pretty for the Switch 1.
Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
Oh, it has that's cool. It has a nice touch of your printed temple thing.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike. As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
Oh.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
The fuck? Retro cooking?
Were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
It's been 18 long years. No.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
So Quinn is here.
Okay, so
Oh. Ooh. We got news too. Ooh, that's a gnarly looking suit.
it looks like the fusion suit a little bit.
Got
It
someone in
looks
there.
like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to
They probably didn't put a date on it because they probably wanted to be a Switch 2 launch title.
Ready to stir
but
up
then it
some
just brings up the
mischief?
question, why are they showing it here?
Once upon a time,
have one
there was
next
a
week.
crab coffee
I
shop
wonder
that
if you're right in that this
transformed
was
into a
supposed to be something
magical
last month,
potion
but
cafe.
something fell
As
through
the
and
newest
they couldn't do it last
potionista
month.
of the cursed cafe,
They could
you'll
If it
craft
happened last
concoctions
month,
for
I can
Disney
see them
villains
stirring up some shit
and
around
get to
Metroid
know
to
them
get
in a
people
new
excited,
light.
but there's literally a
Mix
direct next
ingredients to brew all
If
sorts
you're-
Well,
of
if you're
strange
it could al-
mixers.
making it a
Then
launch
serve them
title,
to
why are
your
you showing
villainous
it off
visitors,
now?
including
It could also be because they want to get the cross-gen games out of the way,
Easy.
and also
you can upgrade your ingredients to
because they had to release Prime 1 on
produce
Switch 1 because of the
wicked
promise they
creations.
made.
Potions you
And they
make
want to use next week to
influence
focus
customers'
primarily on the
moods,
hardware and
leading
games that
to
are
different
just going to be
outcomes
Switch 2.
every time you
I
play.
mean, yes
Who
and no.
knows
If
what
it's one of your
mischief
major launch
might
titles that
happen?
you're betting on helps
Disney
sell
Villains
games,
Cursed Cafe launches on
well,
Nintendo Switch
there's our
later
shadow drop.
today.
Of course, it's a game I don't give a fuck about.
Summon a spellbinding adventure. Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts.
Yeah, this does look like a
During
Dragon
class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class.
We'll create our own
Hang
Hogwarts
out
with
with
blackjack
friends
and
at their
hookers.
Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition,
It's fine by me. We know the less we have to deal with Harry Potter, the better.
or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are
Here's the
you
part where they
ready
said
for a
get job, see if
spellbinding
help
journey?
you. Why would anybody want to do that in a video?
Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies.
I can just go outside.
This
Sucks in
holiday.
real life. Why would I want to do that in a video game?
Action, adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago.
The old man with a cane.
And wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with
I
magical
don't remember
parts.
this.
Then use its abilities to find your own path
It's like,
through the
but it looks
enchanting
good. It
world.
looks interesting.
Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
So far away.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Life Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Konami putting out more
Gradius
games.
Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin
The
later
pachinko machines
today
fell
on
through.
Nintendo eShop.
That
Battle
means
to the
Return of
beat
Final
in
Fantasy.
Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future.
Don't make me buy this.
Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Let's see what's in store.
This is not how it goes.
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to
These type of games keep getting made, so some people are buying them.
shop
Yes, I
when
know.
Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
I mean, it can't be that much to make.
Yeah, that's probably you're probably right.
Oh, Pokemon. Huh, it lets you have a little cape.
Last Mega Gallery.
Oh.
Yes.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City. Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here,
Obviously, these zones are much smaller.
but they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety.
But it makes cons.
There are Pokemon
It makes sense in
outside wild zones
Yeah,
too.
but they better have a lot of them.
Some of them can
Yeah.
even be found on
But
rooftops.
it makes sense in context.
Yes.
Here's the
People
city,
like
'cause you can't.
Pokemon
Yeah,
live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls,
Dun, dun, dun.
the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more. You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank
I knew
A.
she did.
Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted. Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even
I
more
think this is
secrets
getting a
to
lot of
uncover.
cross-gen stuff
Please be
out of
on
the way. They
lookout
want,
for
and
more
next week's in
information
we
in the
switch
future.
to primary stuff.
Next, please take a look at this.
And ZA, much like Prime, are cross-gens.
Hello there. Boop. The game you're about to see, boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop. You wanna see? Boop.
What?
Is this a new Rhythm Heaven?
Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop.
I wonder if this is new Rhythm Heaven.
It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky.
I bet this is a new Rhythm Heaven.
Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm?
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, this has got to be a new Rhythm Heaven game.
What was the last one?
Yes.
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm.
When was the last time Rhythm Heaven came out? DS?
The Wii, I believe?
So, long time.
With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
Hell yeah.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Fuck yes.
2026.
Oh, come on.
So you're playing on Switch
That
2.
was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it.
Those games, if you don't play
Next,
them, they're like
we have
WarioWare,
news about the
but
use of digital games on your
Rhythm.
system. Please take a look.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
Hold up.
Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
What?
When purchasing the digital version of the game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
Oh.
Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
Okay.
Huh?
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
So
Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want,
So you're
just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
You know what works as well?
And you're done.
Just
They
having
can now
a
play
physical
on their own
card.
system.
Well, yes, but I think the idea is that
You can
they
only
want
lend
to
one
stop
game at a
this
time to a particular person.
card.
Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you,
This is so convoluted.
making digital games even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
Okay.
Those.
The virtual game card
Weird.
feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April.
We can do this really weird
And more Nintendo
virtual
Switch
card
games.
thing, but we can't add themes to the Switch.
You can't add themes to the Switch. You can't have voice chat. You can't. Switch barely connects to the fucking internet. What a weird
Hell life.
Switch. Oh my god, it looks awful too. Holy shit. This game does lots of stuff coming out in April. I like it.
Uncover history once more.
Ooh, what we got here?
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
This director's been very,
Stop
very
Roy
blah.
and Will the Explorer. 2 heroes whose fates and legacies will
This could have been an
intertwine
email.
across generations in this epic RPG.
I did get an email that was referencing this direct.
It could have been multiple
The original
emails.
story, along with brand new events that
Like, this could have been
expand the
posted to
vibrant world
Twitter.
of Sondale.
I mean, it was.
I mean, like, the announcements piece by piece.
Team up with more characters in battle. And
Like, if Paper Mario the Origami
swell
King can have a
us through
Twitter
the
announcement, the rest of these can
areas.
too.
That's a good
After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2
I saw so much at Prime,
Remastered
so
launches on Nintendo Switch
there's that.
later today.
Hey, a shadow drop I actually am interested in. Alright.
Monumental adventures await. Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds, stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first 2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Very cool. Those games
And
are-
help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Very well on Switch.
What's this?
Is this Everybody
A
Golf?
brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is
this is another
driving
Sony
onto
game?
Nintendo Switch.
Maybe Sony's just like, I ain't doing shit with this, so you can take it.
Time your
Yeah.
button press just right and take your shot.
Nice shot.
I'm pretty sure this is by
Perform backspins,
Studio game.
side spins, and other special shots. In
I mean, if Sony's gonna hand off what Japan Studio was doing to Nintendo, okay.
Range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer.
Where the fuck is Gravity
Nintendo
Rush,
made
Sony?
Gravity Rush.
In wacky golf, your
Where the
shots
fuck
can
is
get
it?
pulled into holes, or
I know you
obstacles
got those
might
games
fall.
over there.
It's golf that's
Yeah.
not quite par for the
Showed off
course.
2 Japan Studio games.
Up to
I know you
4
got 'em over
golfers
there.
can hit the fairway together.
Where's the one we all want?
Take it out.
And no, I'm not talking about Bloodborne.
Just relax and get
That-
ready
that
to
is the
tee
one
off.
Everybody wants, though. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not the
Hot Shot lands on Nintendo Switch.
It's not the one
Sony
I
Interactive
want.
Entertainment, developed by Bandai Namco. Did
Sony, what is
they
Sony? What is
sell-
you doing?
Did Sony sell all? Ooh, wait, Captain America, hold on.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. Quarters combatants to aerial aces. You can mix and match a variety of heroes for
Oh
an
my
amazing array of
fucking God.
possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time.
Oh
Take
my
advantage of your
fucking
team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play.
Game of the show. Game of the show.
The
Taskmaster.
battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion
Available later
launches
today.
on the Nintendo Switch system
Fuck you.
this holiday.
That looks so good.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion,
What the fuck was I saying
where you'll battle
before?
as a tag team of different superheroes.
Did Sony sell those things to
Our
Bandai?
last
Yeah,
game
did Sony
announcement.
sell all the Japan Studio
Please
stuff
take a
to
look.
Bandai?
What's this? It's the last announcement.
That's new
Animal Crossing?
That's new Animal Crossing.
I'm a buckle.
No, it's not.
No.
Yesterday.
Metopia?
Could be Metopia.
This is Metopia.
Or is it
refreshing.
Tamagotchi Life? I think it's probably a new Tamagotchi Life.
Hiya.
Yeah, I think it's a new Tamagotchi Life.
Tomodachi Life. Living the dream.
Switch 2.
The fuck?
Did you want to talk?
Aw. Glad that was only a dream.
That
Okay.
was Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of
Man, that
interactions
sounds
do you think
familiar,
they'll have?
doesn't it?
We hope you're looking forward to it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
So far.
So far.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Is it the Nintendo Museum?
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Mario 2?
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today. which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Okay.
Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's where we're ending.
What a lame ass.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
That was
That's-
kind of rough.
That's a big yikes from me, pal. Wait, I can't find the Nintendo Today app. Is it just part of the Nintendo Switch Online app? This is dumb. I can worry about this later. Okay, what an unfortunate series of events.
Yeah, that was
That was kind of rough. I mean, that's
that was a
pretty
rough
much the only way
direct.
to-
That was
pretty
rough.
much the only
That
way
this
to
should
describe
this
it.
shouldn't have been this. They should have just not done this. This is probably one of the worst directs in a while, like a good while.
I truly wonder if it was supposed to come out last month. Because last
It's
month there were
possible.
rumors that there was supposed to be a Nintendo Direct, and it didn't happen. So I wonder if there was some kind of licensing problem or something that they had to delay the Direct to. Because I think if this Direct becomes a lot better, if it is not by a ton, but it becomes a little bit more understandable if it happens last month, as opposed to the week before they announce the new the week before they show us everything that's coming with the console day one. Like,
Yeah, this was not. I mean, yeah, I'm glad I saw some Metroid Prime 4, but I figure I'm going to see it more next week as well. So I could have waited a week.
yeah.
Same thing. I mean, the other notable thing was Pokemon Legends.
No, I think there's still a couple notable things in there. That new Marvel game looks really, really fun. That's pretty cool.
What Comic Invasion?
Yeah, Cosmic Invasion. I think that's pretty cool. There were just the reason why I was freaking out. There was some deep cut characters. You had Nova and Quasar in the mix with Spider-Man, Cyclops, Wolverine, and Storm and Venom and stuff. So very clearly that game looks like it's going to be pretty cool.
I assumed it was like an old school arcade game that was just coming back.
I think it's completely new, if I'm not mistaken. I don't ever remember seeing something like that, but like, yeah, fucking Quasar was in there and Nova. Yep, Cosmic Invasion. 15 Heroes. Yeah, it's a brand new one, developed by Tribute Games and published by Dotemu.
I mean, I guess I'm more notable from like Nintendo's side of things, like.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said at the very beginning of this, I fully believe that they're trying to play their cards as close to the vest as humanly possible. So why they're choosing to do an event like a direct right now? They didn't announce. They didn't announce a new first party title, and they didn't announce anything. Coming out
Tamagotchi Life,
summer.
but.
Huh?
Tamagotchi Life's first party.
I meant coming to the Switch 1, like coming out before Switch 2 launches.
Oh yeah.
Which
yeah.
you would think
like,
that's what this direct serves the purpose of, is what is the last few games coming out for Switch 1. But it looks like Xenoblade Chronicles X is just the last one.
Yeah. Everything else is just, I mean, you can get it on Switch 1, but I would rather get on Switch 2 at this point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So it's very clear to me that Pokemon is either going to be a Switch 1 only title and it will play on Switch 2, or it's a cross-gen. I don't think that one will have a Switch 2 version, to be completely honest with you.
Pokemon, no. Metroid, I think so.
Yeah, Metroid, I do think so. Yeah, I think there will be a dedicated Switch 2 quote unquote version of it.
Because
Again,
I don't think Game Freak I don't think Game Freak cares enough to try and make here's a special version, extra horsepower, and make it look
well,
better version. I think Retro does
oh,
though.
I think that they wouldn't want to do that anyways.
Yeah,
Because kids, the primary audience of the game, kids are not going to have the money to go out and buy a Switch 2.
true.
The kids will probably get their Switch 2s during Christmas. So I think they don't want to make a Switch 2 version, but Metroid Prime, I definitely could see there being a Switch 2 version. Obviously, Mario Kart 9 will be Switch 2 exclusive, and then whatever else they got cooked up. But this is this is
a bad direct.
Yeah, it's a bad direct. It didn't need to happen. If it did need to happen, it should have happened last fucking month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is.
And you even could have bolstered the time up a little bit by showing off some more of Xenoblade Chronicles X.
It's a wild time, like this is now each of the three. I mean, I'm still counting Microsoft. They are still making a console. Each of the three manufacturers who have put out a show out thus far this year, and Nintendo's the worst one of the three. Usually they're the best one.
Yeah.
But they were the best. They were the worst one this time around by a significant margin too.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Yes. I cannot disagree with that at all. Like, they were showing some really cool stuff in the Microsoft and the
State of Play.
Like, they showed off some really cool stuff. Microsoft showed off some really big heavy hitters of the spring, and Sony showed some of those ones that I think are gonna be heavy hitters, but that nobody knew about until the State of Play. So very different mentalities across the board. This direct just didn't need to happen.
No, it didn't.
And like now I'm like, why did you show off Metroid Prime here? Are you not showing it next week?
I don't know. I mean, this was baffling. I don't understand why they need to do this. Maybe they did fill a slot because maybe because there was a lot of third party stuff in here, and a lot of it could have been like they were contractually obligated to get this out, and they need to fill some time in. So we'll throw a trailer in there because this is Metroid Prime 1 is going not Prime 1, Metroid Prime 4 is going to the Switch 1. It may not have a Switch 2 version. I think it will. I think it will be cross-gen. But since it won't be primarily Switch 2, they didn't feel bad about putting this here.
Yeah.
Because next week we're going to get Mario Kart 9. That will be Switch 2 exclusive. More than likely, because there was no second 3D Mario game on the Switch. I'm not counting 3D World. So it's been 8 years since Odyssey.
Yep.
More than likely, my bet we're going to see a 3D Mario next week. And that's going to be Switch 2 as well.
Oh, at this point, I'm worried about if they have enough to support the launch of this thing now, because like,
again, it depends on what they have in the chamber for the Switch 2. I think Metroid is the cross-gen game just because they have to release on Switch 1 because it was promised so long. Yeah. But I think Metroid Prime is also the best one to showcase the power of a new hardware. Because ultimately, there's nothing special about the Switch 2. It's literally an upgraded system.
Yep.
Like, this isn't crazy like the Switch 1 was. So I think a Metroid game would be most beneficial from like, hey, look how much stronger this system is.
Yeah.
Pokemon's gonna Pokemon. You never know what they're fucking gonna do.
It's gonna sell 10 million in 3 days. Like
yeah.
It always does.
That leaves us with Mario. That leaves us with Mario Kart and a Mario 3D game. Potentially. But again, they didn't show any new Kirby. They didn't show any new Zelda. They didn't show anything. So I mean, there may be just stuff in the chamber just for the new Switch 2. So I mean, they may be just doing a very small batch of cross-gen stuff, and most of it's gonna be exclusive to Switch 2.
Yeah, this whole direct was just baffling. I don't like. There was just no point in it. There was literally just no point in it.
No
point in it.
Or was it?
Well, I think that pretty much sums it up. Both of us very disappointed. There were a couple highlights, as there always are. There always are. There's always something that looks cool and you'll have fun with. But at the end of the day, this direct just probably didn't need to happen, or it should have happened a month ago. Like that's the thing. I honestly they could have announced a really cool new game, and I still probably wouldn't have cared about this direct because next week we're getting the full console breakdown of the Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and up until my Steam Deck, my Switch was my favorite console of all time. So, very excited for Switch 2, even though I haven't played my Switch very much. I am currently playing through Xenoblade Chronicles X, but I don't really care. I'm just waiting for next week.
Yeah, this is a bad direct. I mean, I'm fairly certain like I gave both Microsoft and Sony somewhere like high B, maybe low A, somewhere around there for both of them.
Yes. Both of us gave them. I think you gave Sony a B plus and Microsoft an A minus. I think I gave them both B pluses. I'm pretty sure. Something around there.
Okay, I think you flipped my Sony and Microsoft, but somewhere like that.
Who the fuck?
Either way, but pretty high scores.
Microsoft had Claire Obscure, so.
Yeah. But I mean, we're ready to do ratings for this. I'm ready to do ratings for this.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm giving this a D minus.
See, I thought you were going to go a little bit more generous, so I am also going to give it just a flat D. I think.
Okay.
I think you just didn't need to do this direct.
No.
I really think you should have saved Metroid for next week.
That's really why I didn't give it an F because of Metroid. Just because, I won't say no to Metroid, but
the reason why I'm not giving an F is because of Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Honestly.
Yeah.
I love Metroid. Don't get me wrong. I think it shouldn't have been shown here, and I expect.
I agree.
I expect to see Metroid next week, so I'm kind of like canceling out Metroid. Like that doesn't save this for me. Cosmic Invasion, a new game, saves it for me just a smidge. So
yeah.
But yeah, so D is the rating. Can't believe I'm saying that about Nintendo Direct. That's reserved for Microsoft stuff and Sony State of Plays. What happened?
So the Sony Nintendo just flip flopped.
Yeah, they had a fucking banger of State of Play, and this was a dud. This, you know what this reminds me of? This is how bad it is. It reminds me of the Exo Primal State of Play.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. That's bad. That's what this reminds me of. Yeah.
This was Why'd you waste your time, Nintendo? I could have been playing Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah. I asked Nick if we wanted to do a video on this one or just recap it in the news, and he said we should do a video on it. I'm thinking we didn't need to do a video on it.
No, we didn't. But we never. You never know going into this. So if this was going to be a good one, which track record assumed it was at least,
yes,
would have been fair. But like this is, I could have been playing Assassin's Creed or something else, Street Fighter.
Exactly. So we'll just leave it at that. We could have been playing something else instead of watching this. But let us know in the comments. What do you think of this Nintendo Direct? Do you agree with us that it's worthy of a D letter grade? Was there anything in this trailer that you liked? Are you one of the people that play all of the life sim games and are just eating so good in the last 3 years? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We've been doing gameplays, and our news and reviews have all been coming out right now.
It's gonna be a busy week this next week. We got Split Fiction tomorrow.
Yep.
And then we got our normal podcast on Sunday, and then we got the Switch 2 stuff next week.
Yep. And at some fucking point, we will get to the metaphor review.
I mean, I'm willing to do that whatever. That's just you're busier than I am, so
that's the problem. It's going to be so long. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
Adios.